Hello everyone, welcome back to Advanced Shorthand and we are now in our week 10. Okay, so please before we move on, have with you your modules and of course the notebook or your stand-up pad and ball pen so that the strokes that I will write here in this video, you will also write it there in your stand-up pad. Okay, so as I have suggested in our last video, mas maigi siguro na kumuha muna kayo ng papel or ng scrap paper wherein you're going to practice writing yung ating mga strokes. And then if you are sure that you can make or you can do or write that stroke properly, then that's the time you're going to transfer it in your stenopad. Okay? Para nang sa ganon, hindi naman maging madumi yung stenopad ninyo. Okay, so ayan, according to your module, our topic for this week is all about the minor vowels omitted. Alam na natin yon. And then word beginning ha and aw, words ending ingly, brief forms, words beginnings super, and words ending ulate. Oh, meron pa pala, and words ending quent. Okay, so medyo marami-rami. We have six topics or yeah, six new six new strokes. Wait, no. 5 new strokes and 1 set of brief form. Okay? So, ayan. Okay, so, ayan. Our first set of words are the minor vowel omitted words, wherein according to your module, when two vowels occur together, such as the E and U's sound in previous, the minor vowel may be omitted. So, nakikita ninyo, medyo OA ako mag-pronounce, diba? Kasi nga, just to make you familiar dun sa mga sound ng letters. Kasi, as I've said for how many times, that in shorthand writing, we write what we hear and not how you spell it. Okay? Kasi maarte ang English, ang dami-daming letters, ano lang naman yung pronunciation. So, we follow the pronunciation. And that is how we gain more speed in writing. So, ayan yung isa, we omit the minor vowel which is the letter E. Kasi kung maalala ninyo, may first part ang vowel omission natin wherein pinakita sa inyo how to omit a vowel or when to omit a vowel. So for example, dun sa DR for der and TR for ter, hindi nyo na kailangang ilagay yung E doon kasi nga meron na siyang hindi na kailangan nung E sound to make the hindi na kailangan ng E letter to be able to make the dr sound. Kasi nga, d and r already makes the dr sound. Therefore, hindi mo na kailangan ng E. So, hindi mo na kailangan isulat. The same is true with, for example, delay. Delay. D has the sound of D. Even without the E, it's still D. Okay, nakuha ninyo. Without the sound of E, D is still D, therefore, inomit natin si E kasi nga, hindi siya kailangan for us to be able to pronounce delay properly or properly. Hindi na kailangan ng letter E. So, yun. I hope naintindihan ninyo kung ano yung explanation. Basta you omit the minor vowel and that oftentimes the not is letter E. Okay, so same is true with this set of words natin dito. Yung use. Yung use naman, yung U. Sound of U. Okay, U. Like previous, o U yon, views, use, previous, U. And then previously, kung tinitingnan ninyo sa module ninyo, okay, kunin na lang natin, sunduin natin si, set of words natin. Ayan. Wala pa din talaga. Hindi ko alam kung ano nangyayari dito. Bakit palaging ganito to? Okay, so there you go. So, as I've said a while ago, si previews. O, di ba? Views. Previously, var use, you. Seer use, seriously, period, genuine. Theory, situated, situation, continue, continues. Okay, so nakita ninyo, you, lahat ang narinig natin sa mga words na yan. So, let's try doing the strokes. Previews. Previews. Okay, ulitin natin. Previews. Next, previously. Previously. Var use. So we have V, var, use. Ulitin natin. Oops. Var, use. Next we have serious. Serious. Ulitin natin. Serious. Next, seriously. So, kunin lang natin si serious, then we add the ly. Okay. And then, period. Ulitin natin. Okay, ulitin na lang natin yung serious. Seriously. Seriously. Okay, next, period. We have period. Ulitin natin. P-E-R-U-D. Period. Okay. Next, we have genuine. Genuine. Okay, genuine. Next, fury. Theory. So we have T-H-E-R-E. Bakit po? Bakit hindi you? Okay, so when you say theory, hindi naman siya theory. Hindi theory. It's theory. Parang theory. I don't know, pero that is how they do it. It's maybe siguro sa English, sa mga Englishmen, it's pronounced as theory. It's not fury, it's fury. Okay? Nakuha ninyo? Next, situated. So we have situated. Wait, let me check. Bakit ganyan yung situated natin? Ano na to? Vowel omission. Wait lang ha. Wait lang guys. Yeah, that's how they do situated. So, situated, yung A ang tinanggal. Yung U, the U sound, situated. So, yung A ang tinanggal. Kasi diba ito yung EU sound, EU sound, EU. Situated. Next, situation. Wait, ayusin natin. Situation. Ulitin. Situation. Sean. The Sean. SH stands for Sean. Next, continue. Continue. Contu. Yan, yung continue is contu. I'm sorry, it's continue pala. Continue. continue. Okay, so ulitin natin. We have con, then T and N blend, continue. Continuous, continues. Okay, so that is for the omission. Now, medyo ako din, hindi ko masyadong naintindihan kung bakit ganun yung situated. Bakit nila tinanggal yung A. Pero yung continue naman, it's the blend of T and N, yung ganyan, TN, 10. Ayan, so you naman din kasi yon. Ito lang talaga, yung si Tway, yung Tway lang talaga ang medyo nahihilo ako kung bakit ganun. But, that's how. Anyway, yung theory naman, it's theory kasi, it's theory, kaya understandable. Yung E ang nilagay doon kasi nga hindi naman masyadong pronounce si O. But in situated, I don't know why, pero ganyan naman yung naging stroke niya. So, ayan. Familiarize na lang natin. So, maybe we can consider this as a brief form, kahit hindi siya brief form. Special form na lang siguro of stroking a word, okay? So, now let's move on. If you were not able to get, follow through all of those, you can just go back and repeat the portion of the video where you were not able to get it right. And then, as I've said, ano na lang, kopyahin na lang ulit ninyo. Practice lang ng practice, and then, kung nakuha nyo na ng tama, tsaka na lang ninyo i-transfer dun sa inyong stenopad. Okay? So, ayan, let's move on. So, for our next set of words, we have yung a and aw. Words beginning a and aw. So, according to your module, ano yung sabi sa module ninyo? In the word beginnings a and aw, the sound of a is represented by a dot. Okay, kung maalala ninyo, meron tayong dot na the a sound dun sa mga dun sa mga sentence. For example, ahead, I know a cow. Ano pa ba? Wait lang, ayusin natin ulit ito. Okay, so ayan. Sabi nga kanina that yung tawag dito, in the beginning of a word is transcribed or stroked as the a. Yung for example, short film. Yan, a short film. So, yung stroke nito is a. Bakit ayaw nang mag-circle? A short film. Okay? So, ganyan. Di ba ito yung a? It's a brief form. Brief form ng a is yung period or yung small dot. Okay, so yan yung magiging representative. Ito yung magre-represent dun sa a sound and aw sound at the beginning of a word. So, for example, yung ahead na yan. So, we're going to put head. Head. This is head, right? Yan. And then, we're going to put a. So, magiging dalawang period na yan for ahead. Next, away. So, we put way. W-A and then a. So, that's going to be read as away. Next is we have awake. So, wake, W-A-K, and then a, awake. Okay. And then, ahead. Ay, naulit doon, ahead. So, let's remove this one. Naulit yan. Let's remove this. Ay, ano ba yan? Let's remove this part. Okay, so we have awaken. Wake, can. And then we put the a. So just make sure that your a is just like any other disjoint stroke, it is very much near doon sa the rest of the strokes ng word, okay? Huwag ninyong masyadong ilayo kasi baka mamaya tulad ng ahead, magiging instead of ahead as one word, magiging ahead. Magiging ahead na yan. Ahead. That's a different word. Okay? Ano nangyayari sa ating pen? Ayan, magiging ahead. Then, ibang word na yan. Iba na yung meaning yan dun sa ahead. Okay? Parang dito sa baba, ahead would be like isang ulo. While in ahead, dun sa harap or nauna. 'Di ba? Nauna. Ahead of time. Nauna sa oras. Ganyan. Okay? Very different dito sa ahead na ito wherein ang tinutukoy is isang ulo. Next, await. So, you put wait. And then, Ayan. Ayusin na lang ninyo dyan sa papel ninyo, ha? Kasi, hindi ko lang, may problema na naman tong ating ballpen. Next, waits. Ayan. Awaits. Ayan. Awaits. Next, aware. So, we put where. W-A-R, and then A. Okay, next, award. We have ward. Nasaan ka na? W-A-R-D, and then yung ating A. Ayan, award. Next, awards. Ayusin natin ang pangit. Awards. Okay, so awards. Okay? Ayan, that's for and ow words. Now, let's move on to ingli, the sound of ingli. So, kung maalala ninyo, the ly, the li, yung li na word is represented by yung ating small circle. So, di ba, li yun. Ngayon, for the ingli sound naman, it is represented by the small circle or disjoint small circle. So, para maintindihan natin, ayan, nandiyan naman sa module ninyo, pero para makita ninyo kung paano siya sinusulat, kaya ito, ano natin, stroke natin. Wala na naman dito. Okay. So, ayan, knowingly. Know. We have know for N-O. And ingly. Knowingly. Masyadong malayo. Ayan. Knowingly. Next, willingly. So, we have will. Will and well is represented by the L stroke. And then we have the ingly, which is represented by a small circle. So, that is how you stroke willingly. Next, increasingly. So, yung ating increase, we have increase, N-K-R-E-S, and we have ingly, increasingly. Okay, next, exceedingly. So, we have exceedingly. Exceedingly. Ala, madinamot kaya ito. Ayan, exceedingly. Small circle yan, ha. Next, interestingly. So, paano yung interest natin? Inter is a disjoint N, and then S-T, and then ingly. Ayan. So, that is how you do interestingly. Inter, and then S for interest. Inter and S for interest, and then small circle for ingly. Ayan. Next, convincingly. So, we have convince, con, and then vince, and then ingly. Convincingly. So, ayan. Yan lang naman yung ating words for ingly. Now, next, we have the brief forms. Yan, favorite ninyo, brief forms. Masyado bang mabilis? Anyway, I think pwede naman ninyong pabagalin, no? Anyway, ayan. So, we have our new set of brief forms. Okay. So, punta na naman tayo kay, ayan. Yan. Ayan. Okay, so for reluctance and reluctant, we have brief form po ha. Inulit ko, brief form, they have, may sarili silang mundo. They have their own world, they have their own stroke. So for reluctant and reluctance, we have reluct. So that's equivalent to or represented by re, R-E-L, and then look. Okay, so ano yan? Reluct, it's R-E-L-U-K, reluct. That's for reluctant and reluctance. So for public, we have P and B. That's how public is transcribed. And then for incorporation, we have INC, ink. It's I-N-K. Yung N-K sound natin, not too long ago. And ano ba yan? Yan. Incorporate. Incorporate is INC or INK, ink. Next, anniversary. So for anniversary, it's represented by aniv. Niv for anniversary. Ulitin natin. Niv. Pangit, baba. Niv. Next, we have next. Next, we have next. Oops. Bakit wala tayong next dito? Okay. Next is NEX. NEX. Ulitin natin. NEX. For next. And then convenience, we have convene. Convene. Convenient and convenience have the same stroke, and that is convene. Okay. Ayan. So, reluctance is represented by reluct. Public is represented by PB. Incorporate is represented by I and NK, the ink. And then anniversary is represented by aniv. Next is represented by NEX, next. And then convenient and convenience is represented by convene. Now, let's move on to our brief form derivatives. Ano yung mga brief form derivatives? Words that are derived from the brief forms. Diba? Siguro memorize na ninyo yung description na yun kasi palagihan natin ginagamit every time. Parang in every lesson yata meron tayong set of brief forms. Okay, so for reluctant, then add li. So we have reluctant, reluctantly. Okay, next, publicly. So we have public, let's add li. Incorporate, ano ba yan? So next we have incorporated. Tama. So incorporated. Ulitin natin. Incorporated. Conveniently. So yung convenient natin is convene. Now let's add li. Next, inconvenient. So we have in and then convenient. Next, inconvenience. So we have inconvenience. The same. So inconvenient and inconvenience has the same stroke. Kasi nga si convenient and convenience have the same stroke as well. So pare-parehas na. Okay? And then also we have our brief form phrases. Ayan. So, we have next time. Wait, kasi parang mistake itong akin. Yung nasa module natin is parang mistake. Wait lang po. Sandali lang ha. Oops, bakit wala? Ano nangyari? Ay, 200. Ayan. So, for next, tama. Next time, brief form phrase talaga. Next time is just next. Next. Okay, ma'am, paano na yan? Paano natin madidistinguish? Di basahin na lang ninyo kung ano yung mas appropriate ulit. So, for next time, we only have next. And then, for next year, we have next and year. Next year. So, year is represented. Year is a brief form represented by ER. Hindi pala, di ba? Naano natin yung yaye na beginning wherein hindi natin sinusulat yung ya. Yung E and A lang yung nasusulat. Okay? So, for next month, we have next and month. Ulitin natin. Next. Month. Okay, so those are our brief form and brief form phrases and brief form derivatives. Now, let's move on. Bakit parang ang dami? Okay, so now let's move on to the next one, which is yung mga words that starts with super. Like Superman, Superwoman, super. Okay, so according to your module, the word beginning super is represented by a disjoint right S. So again, when we say disjoint, meaning nakaseparate siya from the rest of the strokes. But again, please make sure that your stroke or the disjoint stroke is much or very near to the rest of the strokes. Para nang sa ganon, hindi siya mapagkamalan na brief form. The S is a brief form for is, right? So, ayan, supervise. So, we have vice. And then super. Next, supervised. We have viced. Viced and super. Visor. Visor. And we have super. Next, supervision. Supervision. Tama ba yung sinusulat ko? Yes, tama. Next, supervises. Supervises. Wait. Yan, supervises. Next, supersede. So, we have seed. Then, we have super. Next, superintendent. We have intendent. Okay, tendent. Ulitin natin. Intendent. So, put super. Ayan, superintendent. Next, superior. Superior. Ayan, superior yan. Superb. Super and B. Okay? So, ayan. Kung mas, wala namang ano dito, no? Kung mas, ang tawag dito? Mas mabilis kayong magsulat while writing the S first before the rest of the stroke or gawin tulad nung before the H, gawin mo muna yung the rest of stroke before yung letter S natin, then nasa sa inyo yon. Okay? Basta ang importante, nakikita na right S yung ginagamit ninyo. Okay? So, meron pa tayong dalawa. So, let's move on. If you were not able to, follow through some of the strokes here, please, again, go back dun sa part kung saan hindi ninyo nakuha para nang sa ganon, gawin ulit ninyo para nang sa ganon, makuha nyo ng tama. Okay? Ayan, so we have the eulate. Eulate words naman ngayon. Parang napagod na ako, ha. Nasakit pala sa lalamunan ng mag-lecture. Okay, so we have the eulate. Wala na naman siyang isang line. No problema nito. Bakit palaging ganun? Okay, yan muna. Okay, so for ulate, sabi dyan sa module ninyo, the words ending ulate is represented by a disjoint u and is written close to the last symbol. The word ending ulation is represented by a disjoint uu and the ish or the sh stroke. Okay, so when you say uu, it's the downward hook. So let's do it. For example, congratulate. Congrat, so we put congrat and then congratulate. So we have congrat and then ulate. So for congratulations, we have con wait, congratulations. Yan. Kasi nga, is or ish or yung sh, yung u, and then yung sh, and then yung c. So this u here is the ulate, and then this is the shon, and this is the s. So ulations. Okay? Kaya ganon. Kaya pag pinagsama-sama mo, u, sh, s. Ulations. Regulate. So we have reg, and then your ulate. Regulate. So we have reg, and then ulates. Regulation. So we have, wrong pala yung aking mga strokes. Buti na lang nakita ko. Ulit, regulate, we have R-E-G, and then ulate. Next is R-E-G, R-E-G-S. Regulates. Next, R-E-G, Shon. Next, circulate. We have circulate. Next, circulation, circulation. Next, we have calculate. Calculate. Next, calculations. Calculations. Calculator. Calculator. Ulate kasi di ba yan? Ulate plus R, ulator. Next, formulate. So, form is a brief form of F and M. And then, ulate. Formulated. So, we have formulated. Okay? So, there you go. Yun yung mga strokes natin. Wait. Huwag na natin i-erase yan. I-ano na lang natin. Now, last but not the least is our quent words. Quent words. Eloquent, ganyan. Consequent, frequent. Okay, so for quent words, according to your module, the word ending quent is represented by a disjoint K. Bakit sabi disjoint K? Bakit ito hindi naka-disjoint? Wait, check natin. Two, three, four. It's a joint pala. I'm sorry. It's a joint. Joint K. So, please, i-update ninyo yung inyong module. It's not a disjoint K. It's a joint K. It's a joint K. So, hindi wrong yung ating strokes. Ang wrong is yung definition. Or yung instruction ang wrong. Okay, so ayan. Let's continue. So for K, remember, join K. So kapag ka nakita ninyo yung freak, that means this here is a frequent, is word frequent. Not unless, sabi doon is, you're a freak. Diba? Depende na naman yun dun sa kanyang gamit sa sentence. So for frequent, we have FR, F-R-E-K, frequent. Next, frequently, F-R-E-K-L-E. Li. Li is the E symbol. Next, ulitin nga natin yan. F-R-E-K-L-E. Now, frequency, we have F-R-E-K-S-E. Frequency. Next, consequent. So, we have wait. For consequent, wrong yung nandyan sa module ninyo. You have consequent. So, consec lang siya. Consequent. Ayan. Next, consequently. Consequently. Consequence. Consequence. Next, eloquent. Look. Ayan. So, that is how you do yung mga quent words. Okay, medyo napagod ako doon. Anyway, if you have any question, clarification, nandyan naman na, diba? You just have to go back and siguro i-slow mo ninyo yung the way I write. Medyo nakakapagod pala. Anyway, ayan. So, if you have any question, any suggestion, or any clarification, kailangan ng clarification or ng tulong dun sa magiging activity ninyo. Anyway, for your activity, you only have a little less. So, for your activity, you have to transcribe 1 to 5 into longhand and transcribe the memo and letter into your shorthand. And of course, we have the dictation. Okay, so the dictation, the video clip or the voice clip for the dictation will be available dun sa inyong group chat. So that's it, everyone. Please feel free to message me via Messenger. See you in our next video. Good day and God bless.